Have you been thinking about business credit? Do you think that it's all a big hoax and like that it's not real and I don't believe it? Well, we're going to settle those comments for you today and distill, and get away some of the myths that you might be thinking about business credit with our guest hanging out with us, Chanay Robinson. She's in the virtual studio. We're going to get right into it. So go ahead and get your thoughts and your questions together related to business credit. And by the way, we have a live drawing that's going to be happening today. So you could win a $25 gift card right here on the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Don't you move.
Whoa. Why y'all so happy?
You don't know? Sharvette Mitchell is on the radio.
It's time to get motivated, excited, and influenced. Why? It's the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show, live from Richmond, Virginia. And now, here to motivate, excite, and influence you, Sharvette Mitchell.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show, broadcasting live from the capital city of Richmond, Virginia, but heard and seen all across the World Wide Web. Welcome to all those that are popping on in already from Facebook. Listen, my Facebook personal page, my Facebook business page, hashtag Coaching with Vet. If you're over there in our Facebook group, make sure you allow StreamYard to see your comment. You're going to need it later because you could win. Welcome to those that are listening from YouTube. Hey, if you like this content, make sure you subscribe and like our channel over on YouTube. LinkedIn, I cannot leave you out. Hello, LinkedIn. Thank you for popping on in. Twitter, we can't leave you out. Those that are listening and watching live streaming from Twitter, and all of our podcast stations, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, all the things, and certainly Blog Talk Radio and Sharvette.com. We are excited today because we're going to be talking about business credit. Yes, you're probably very familiar with personal credit, but what about business credit? And this is reality TV. Do you see my earring just popped off? Shout out to Sassy Jones Boutique, one of my favorite pair of earrings. So we're gonna keep going. You know what? I'm gonna just let the earring drop there. Okay, let me greet some people that are popping on in. Hey, Jeanette from LinkedIn. Thank you for stopping by. She's saying this is a great topic. My sister Kimberly hanging out on YouTube, holding it down. Tony M. Winston, Follow the Pink Squirrel, is over on LinkedIn as well. Certainly, Betty Jean is hanging out. That's my mom, y'all, over on Facebook. So we are glad to have you. Go ahead and share this out. Go ahead and share this broadcast out, in particular for entrepreneurs, small business owners, and all of anyone in that arena who's interested in business credit. So let me introduce our guest. Again, she's hanging out in the virtual green room, ready to come up and chat. We have Chanay Robinson. She is a professional credit repair specialist and the owner and operator of the Professional Credit Diva LLC, where she assists focused individuals, couples, and business owners with unlocking their goals and dreams by restoring, rebuilding, and rebranding their credit scores. I love that. She is the co-host on the Let's Do It radio talk show. She's working on 2 credit tip books, and she is set to host her first annual live event in the Maryland area, Mindset Mastery with Chanay Robinson, which is also the title of her soon to be released personal journal and personal development journal and coaching program. Without further ado, coming up to the mic, live on the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Hey, Chanay, how you doing?
I am wonderful. How are you?
I am fabulous. Listen, I know this topic is interesting because you're going to have one of 2 things happen. People that are like really interested, and then people that are, well, no, first of all, everyone is interested, but there'll be those that want to admit they're interested. There'll be those that'll kind of slide in and just listen. So I recognize today that you might not comment because you might be saying, I got some issues with my credit. I don't want everybody to know. So we kind of recognize that, right? How do let's kind of start there, actually. The emotions and everything that comes up for people around their credit. What do you see as you're helping clients that, people deal with?
Actually, it's a little bit of, it's mixed emotions. Some of it used to be embarrassment, but it has become actually more of a common topic for folks to talk about, them having less than perfect credit, because we realize that it's not just us, it's a lot of folks. And so it's a little easier to talk about. What I've been seeing lately, especially with the pandemic, is more so frustration around not having perfect credit or excellent credit, not being able to do the things that they needed to do or they could have taken advantage of during this pandemic. And so a lot of it is, frustration. I'm ready to get started. I'm ready to do what I need to do. And with that comes the dedication to actually sticking to the program and doing what you have to do in order to, bring your credit score up.
Ah, so well said. And listen, our focus today here on the Sharvette Mitchell radio show is business credit, because I really feel like that there's kind of mystical and people don't know if it's real and what and all that. But we also have you as the guest speaker in the Coaching with Vet Facebook group, where we are in the middle of 8-part Lunch and Learn series. And you're going to be talking about personal credit tomorrow in the Facebook group. So if you are watching and following and you're not in my Facebook group, go ahead and jump over to hashtag Coaching with Vet on Facebook. If you are outside of Facebook, you might be watching it all in YouTube and LinkedIn. Just type in heygirlhey.today. And what is the title of your topic tomorrow, Chanay?
5 reasons why you have bad credit.
Ooh, there you go. So the personal credit is going to be talked about tomorrow. Welcome to all those that are popping on in. You're checking out the Sharvette Mitchell radio show. I am Sharvette Mitchell, online marketing strategist that works with women entrepreneurs to help them build their personal brands, build their platforms so that they generate more revenue and get more customers. And this show, the Sharvette Mitchell radio show, is one of the outlets for that. All right. So Chanay, we are talking about business credit. Welcome to those that are coming on in. We see you. So how did you get started in this space as far as helping people with credit in general?
Because my credit was horrible. And I was like so many other consumers, I really did not understand how credit worked. I figured, if I had been approved for something, even if I was maxed out with my credit cards, as long as I paid at least the minimum, then my credit score, wouldn't suffer. Things would be okay. That wasn't the case. I didn't realize that just having one missed payment could drop my credit score up to 40 or more points just for one missed payment. And so I really didn't understand how the rules of credit worked. But being frustrated with my credit and not being able to get approved for things because I took it for granted when I was so much younger. I always thought, it would be easy. I can get it. All I have to do is just pay this or do whatever. But that wasn't the case. And so I went to go seek help myself from, various professionals. And as I receive the help, Facebook, I love Facebook, especially if we use it for what it's there for. They had so many groups on how to improve your credit. And the groups that I began to join, they let me know that you could also, start your own credit repair business as an individual. And I had no idea. And so once I did the research and I did like trial and error and signed up with a software company that had like a 30-day, risk-free trial. And I used myself and my dad, as the guinea pigs. And, once I saw his score start to jump, and I was like, okay, I could really do this. And so I actually began to love it. And I thought to myself, if I didn't know, think of how many other folks out there still don't know. And so, to take it serious, it was a part-time, in addition to my full-time, but the full-time actually got in the way and I transitioned into full-time and I love it.
All right. I love it. The full-time got in the way. Sherry is saying yes, absolutely. And so again, we're gonna those that are coming in, we are going to have Chanay is going to be talking about personal credit tomorrow in the Facebook group, hashtag Coaching with Vet. But we want to talk about business credit. So how do what is business credit? Let's start there. What is it and how do people take the initial steps to build it or create it?
Business credit is actually it's what's needed for funding and being able to operate, your business. Just like with personal credit, you're using other people's money, and that alleviates some of the stress off of your business if you use it responsibly. Business credit is real, and it is actually easier to obtain than personal credit, right? There are a lot of banks and funding industries that want to actually give businesses money, right? Because that's what helps the economy. That's what keeps, the world moving and revolving. So they actually want to give the funding to businesses. Okay. To begin, what you need to do is you need to start and to form your foundation correctly. So your approval actually rests on the foundation of the creation of your business. So you have to create it correctly in the beginning. Business credit is really a profile. It's based off of your business profile. Okay. And if that profile is set up correctly from the beginning, then business funding is a lot easier to obtain for you.
So what's an example of a profile maybe that's not set up correctly? And there are people that are probably tuning in, and let us know in the chat if you have any questions about business credit specifically, of like when we say profile, is there somewhere they should go to establish a profile?
So when you begin your LLC or whatever foundation, whatever company form, you start up, if it's an S Corp, if it's an LLC, at minimum, and I'm not giving you any, advice, but at minimum, it should at least be a LLC. Okay. And so say for instance, you have, the Professional Credit Diva LLC, and that's what I do my articles under. That's what I do my EIN under, and the address of it is 123 Mayberry Street, right? When I go to apply for business funding, now it is Professional Credit Diva, no LLC, 123 Mayberry Street, abbreviated. It's not the same. It's not the same. So whatever you start out with is what it has to be throughout any and every process that you use your business for. So if it is the Professional Credit Diva LLC on my articles, any and everything that I go to apply for, it has to be the Professional Credit Diva, LLC. If it's not a comma in the original, it should not be a comma in any application. If it's a period after LLC, it needs to be a period after every application. Everything has to match to the letter, literally. If street is spelled out when you form your company, street has to always be spelled out.
Wow. So I'm seeing a question that's coming in. Drop in nuggets, hashtag nuggets, type in hashtag nuggets. So Sherry is saying, is there any, when they're verifying your website? So this is a cool comment here. Is there any recommended layout related specifically to business credit if they are verifying you? Are there certain pages, number of pages you have to have? Do you know anything about that?
From what I've seen, there isn't a certain number of pages, but information needs to be listed. How to get in contact with you. You need to have an actual fax number. You need to have a physical location. And it's not recommended that you use your home location, but if you have to, that's fine. But it needs to be a physical location. And so with that being said, there has been kind of controversy between using like a virtual mailbox, a PO box, versus a mailbox at the post office or things like that. My recommendation is to start the beginning the correct way. So if you need to go to the UPS store where they have a street address and your mailbox number is a suite number, then that's what I recommended, because they do check. You also need to have recommendations. You need to have references, from folks. You need to have kudos on your page. You need to go to the Better Business Bureau, and you need to have different referrals, from your clients. You need to have recommendations. You need to have, a rating on Google. So all of that is important. Just like if you were to do business with someone for the first time, for the most part, we're going to go to social media and check them out. That's the same with business funding. They're going to go and check you out. They're going to go to see what type of track record you have. What are your recommendations? What are clients saying about you, about your business, about your services?
So it sounds to me, because even to have customer recommendations or testimonials, probably we would refer to, and them checking you out, and even a physical location, is probably a business that has a little bit of mileage under it. So if you just got your LLC today, and then tomorrow you're trying to go start business credit, you probably don't have enough, if I'm reading you correctly, because you probably don't even have customers yet.
Well, it all depends as well, because if you think about it, someone can actually have a business, right, where as though they have had, a track record before they actually began their LLC. And then they go and then they start their LLC, and then they bring all of that, with them, the recommendations and things like that, with you. They don't look to see exactly like how old anything is. They just see if you actually have all of those things in place, an actual fax, number, an actual phone number that's different, your website, the ratings and things like that. So if you've had a business and you had those, and believe it or not, a Facebook business page is also very important. And so you need to make sure that, you're reaching out to folks and you're asking them for the recommendations, for the testimonials, for that purpose, whereas though you're building up, the traction. You need to have a bank account in your business name with the business address and information that you have, with your EIN number and everything else. So the profile is what's really important, because they like to see consistency across the board.
Oh, this is so good. If you're just popping on in, we have Chanay Robinson, professional credit repair specialist. Check her out right here on the screen, theprofessionalcreditdiva.com, especially if you're listening in iTunes, theprofessionalcreditdiva.com. And so you can hear this is a good reason why you want to work with someone like Chanay, because she knows all of the ins and outs and all. So here's a great question. Chanay, what's your response to this question? Is your internet service considered business credit?
What do you mean? Like, because it's a bill that you pay. It's actually a business expense. It's not a business credit. It's not funding, for your business or anything like that. So that is more so of, an expense versus a credit. And you want to
there you go.
You can check out your business, your business credit, your business listing, also like your report card, if you have a NAV account, NAV.com. Okay. And that's where like all of the information as far as like your Duns and Bradstreet and the other various business credit reporting agencies, that's where they house your information. And so you can have a free account to start off with, just to see where you are, what you need to do. But then you can also upgrade to a paid account, and then they'll give you information, but they'll help to put you on the right path as well. And you get your actual reporting, your report card from them every month as well, as far as your business credit and how, things are faring. So what you may want to do, instead of like having internet service, is you would want to apply for Net 30 accounts. And Net 30 accounts are various accounts that you're able to order different things from them, business supplies and things of that nature, and then they invoice you and you pay within the 30-day time. And what you do is you want to make sure that when you set up these Net 30 accounts, that you include your EIN number and then also your Duns and Bradstreet. And before you go and set up just any type of account, especially if your main goal is to build business credit, you want to ask them, do they report business credit? And if they don't, then if you don't really need them, then don't set it up. But if they report to, Duns and Bradstreet and the other business reporting agencies, then you want to go ahead and apply for a Net 30 account with them as well.
All right. And I think, Heidi, that's probably what you were getting at with the internet services, perhaps being able to show payment history. And so I do see a comment here from Sherry around she was approved, but with the Better Business Bureau. And how long is it recommended to pay with them monthly? I'm not sure.
Well, to be honest, it all depends on what your end goal is, what your gain, what your purpose, to be to achieve from them. And so I would honestly say, if it's something that you can afford to do on a continual, basis, then to go ahead. If it's something that you need to, take a break from, then what you want to do is you want to make sure at least you have the various testimonials and, the rating with the Better Business Bureau before you do anything to, negate that service, just to make sure that your footing is secure. And then also what I wanted to tell you is that when you go and apply for various funding, my personal recommendation, honestly, is to have a relationship with either a credit union or your small local bank. And the reason why I say this is because it's less, in a sense, it's kind of like less hoops you have to go through to get approved, right? And so what you want to do is you want to build that personal relationship with the banking manager. And with the COVID restrictions starting to be, lifted and things like that, it's a little bit, easier to actually go in. So instead of doing online banking all of the time for like your business credit, even your personal credit, you might want to go in and physically make a deposit. You might want to go in and speak to the bank manager and say, hey, what do you have new? What are your interest rates? What's going on here? Do you have a new product? And the reason why you want to build that relationship is because when I go to my local bank to request funding, that manager, that decision-making person, they're not looking at loan application 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're looking at loan applicant Chanay Robinson. They're able to put my face with my application. And so relationship is definitely important.
All right, definitely important. And so we actually have a drawing that's going to be happening live, like right now. I'm going to give you a few minutes. We've got a few more minutes left here. Type #credit. Type #credit, no matter where. This is for live viewers. Type #credit in the comments, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and you could win in a few moments the Amazon gift certificate, $25 that will be coming to you by way of email. So this is sponsored by the 6th annual pop-up conference for women entrepreneurs. That is my signature conference. That's coming November 4th, 5th, and 6th here in Richmond, Virginia. You can jump over to heygirlhey.biz for all the deets for that. They are the sponsors of this segment. And again, type #credit, and we have a live drawing we're going to have in just a few minutes. You need to be present to win. And we see the #credits coming in. Need to be present to win. We've got a live thing that's going to randomly pick your name here on StreamYard. So type #credit to win. And so, Chanay, you mentioned that you need to have a fax number. Like, nobody uses fax numbers. Can it be an online fax service?
It can. As long as it is a fax number, it can definitely be, online or digital, where it comes to you via email and things like that. You just physically need to have a fax number.
Okay, perfect. So as a recap, all of your information needs to be the same across everything. You need to have a physical address. You need to have a fax number. You need to have some testimonials or some reviews from customers on your website. They're probably going to be checking Google. And so you can, make sure you Google yourself so you know what's on Google. Sounds like a Facebook business page isn't a bad thing to do either. When is it? So what can people get in our last few moments together, Chanay. And I see you all typing hashtag credit. If you type that here, we're going to do a live drawing. I'm doing it in about 2 minutes. Hashtag credit. Type in hashtag credit. What can people actually purchase and get using business credit?
You can use business credit for all things business. So, for equipment, for to pay your bills, to pay your the location space, to pay your payroll, for if you have an emergency or anything like that. Anything that pertains to your business, you can use your business funding for, definitely. As big as, a company vehicle to as small as a company paperclip. You can use business credit for anything that pertains to your business.
All right. So a company vehicle you could get through business credit. All right. So let's go ahead and pull up our drawing here. This is exciting. So if you typed hashtag credit here, we see 6 entries. Wow. Your odds are really good. If you're live, your odds are really good. If you type hashtag credit and you're live, you got picked up in the drawing. So let's go ahead and hit our wheel and see who is the lucky. We're going to hit draw. Oh, do y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Oh my goodness. This is amazing. Oh, look, we have a winner. Clap it up. Lynette Lee. Make sure Lynette Lee is the winner. Lynette, make sure that you inbox me so I have your email so I can today send you your $25 gift card. Y'all congratulate Lynette Lee. She might be hanging out. Okay, great. She said, all right, Lynette, thank you. You are the winner. Inbox me your email and I will get you your $25 gift card. So clap. Thank you for being here and participating. And you got some love and congratulations coming up. Lynette said I could feel it. She said I could feel that I was going to win that. Listen, this is which is a great segue around mindset because I want to talk about your upcoming event that you have coming. So tell us a little bit about that because you're dealing with, business credit and helping people, get their money and all straight. But where does mindset play into this?
So for me, mindset actually is the foundation. Before anything is anything. So everything, no matter what it was before it was actually anything, is a thought. And so my upcoming live event, I'm excited. It's focusing on mindset mastery. And it's the premise that if you deal with the mind, then everything else that comes from it will flourish and it will, produce good seed. And so my 4 main areas of focusing on mindset are physical, spiritual, financial, and verbal. And it's good for not just the business person, it's good for also for you personally, because those two, the business professional and the personal person, they are, can sometimes be at odds with each other. But if we had that foundation right, if we had that, foundation set, just like business credit versus personal credit, if we have the whole package, then, we can operate fully and function fully, just, kind of like in harmony. So my upcoming live event focuses on that. And it's this September in the Baltimore County area. And I'm excited.
Yeah. So what's the date and how do they register?
So the date is September the 19th. It's on a Sunday. It's 1 p.m. And everyone is treated as an executive VIP. So everyone is an executive VIP, and you can actually register to attend if you go to my website, the Professional Credit Diva /events, and everything is there. The Professional Credit Diva /events. And you can register to attend. And then I also have vendor opportunities as available as well. And that's listed on my website also.
Oh, right. And she's got great things like you get a headshot. You're going to get like full of dinner. Like it's pretty, everybody is treated as a VIP. So
Yeah.
that is awesome. So again, there were other questions that came in that just for lack of time. So I invite you, Sherry had a lot of great questions, Sherry Donna. So I invite you to jump into the comments and connect with her. And if there are people saying, okay, I want your help with this, what's the first step they should take to reach out to you?
So the first step that they should definitely do is schedule a 30-minute complimentary consultation with me. And you can also do that by logging on to my website, the Professional Credit Diva. And it's a button that says schedule 30-minute consultation. And I will be more than happy to go over your full credit report with you. We do everything via Zoom. I love it. So you're looking at me, we're looking at your credit report, and I'm going over everything with you in depth. We develop a game plan, and then we move forward.
Wonderful. And that's business credit. That is personal credit. So Chanay can help you with any and all of that. And yes, the fax number is like legit. Like someone asked me, I posted about my business card on Instagram, and somebody was like, people still give out business cards. I was like, I had like 3 people ask me for a business. The reason why I had to give new business cards because I had 3 people ask me for a business card. I didn't have an updated one with me. So these are the things that we learn and all of that. So Chanay, thank you for being here, and we'll hear you and see you again in the Coaching with Vet Facebook group tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. And those that are listening to this later, the replays will stay up. And she's going to be talking specifically about business credit tomorrow. And this is your birthday.
My birthday is tomorrow. Yes. So you guys, please tune in for my birthday. It is the big 50. I'm excited to be joining the AARP club. I'm actually looking for my card because they give really great discounts. Okay, so I'm excited.
You don't look a day over 35. You hitting and holding. We're hitting and holding. So awesome. Well, thank you, Chanay, for stopping by and shedding some light on some things related to business credit, that it is legit and that you can help people with that. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
All right. Wow. What a great segment. Again, shout out to, our winner, Lynette Lee, who won today with our drawing that we had. And so she's going to get a $25 Amazon certificate that she can like legit go use right now. So it's one of the fun things of listening and being here live. And we're going to do more of that here on the Sharvette Mitchell radio show. Again, I'm Sharvette Mitchell, online marketing strategist, and I work with women entrepreneurs, and a few lucky men get sprinkled in to help them build their online platforms and personal brands so that they get more customers and generate more revenue. And I do that focused on marketing, visibility, and branding. And this outlet, the Sharvette Mitchell radio show, is one of those outlets. So thank you to those that listen from Blog Talk Radio. We appreciate you. Those that are going to catch the replay of this, those that are going to be listening to this from Instagram, we load it into IGTV. Comment and let us know that you stopped by no matter where you are. And so thank you again. Awesome. Getting some birthday congratulations from Lynette and of course my mom, Betty. It's like, hey, great information. Thank you all for being here. And it is a wrap for the Sharvette Mitchell radio show. And we're going to see you all later on the web. Bye.
Live from Richmond, Virginia, you've been listening to the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Get Sharvette Mitchell every Tuesday at 6 p.m. interviewing all the stars you want to hear from. So until next week, stay motivated, excited, and influenced. This is the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show.